Good morning, everybody. This is Johnny Mae's Mess, and I'm here, of course, with the mess. Um, I'm going to work a little later this morning, so I just decided to go ahead and put out a video because I don't think I'm going to want to do this when I get off. I'm going to try something new, um, and start on Friday, maybe doing the week, the review of the week, everything that kind of played out during that week. Today I'm just going to do sector B content creators, um, and maybe touch on some of like a hot topic or two. I'm going to start this out real small because I don't know how this is going to go. It's just something that, I kind of came up with. So we're going to start off with, of course, Miss Treecy, honey. So this week, Treecy has done a lot of digging, a lot of doxing, and I think she might have stepped into some shit when she did that. At this point, I believe Treecy is doxing because she doesn't have content. She started out with, oh, I'm just reporting the news. I'm just the news. What you're reporting now is not the news. Now you're just looking up people's information, and your subscribers are sending you information to put out on people. And that's not the news. At this point, you don't have any content but doxing. Your channel, you should be Treecy living my doxing, because that's what you're doing now. A lot of people are saying that she is conspiring with VS. Now, from all that I know, her and VS don't like each other. They talk straight trash about each other, but a lot of people are saying that she is conspiring with VS. And I know from the video that I did see, she kind of alluded to that. Not alluded to the fact that she conspiring with VS, but it was like, oh, well, I'm not going to do it, but other people can do it. We all know who you're talking about. Treecy. And lastly, Sean Bradley's mother's picture. Girl, you really have stepped in the shit. He say he ain't mad, but I don't care. You roasted that woman to the ground. And he says that he doesn't care, that he accepts your apology, and that y'all talk, so fine. But he still feels some type of way. I don't care what nobody say. Because if it was me and I'm your friend, even though you didn't know, I'd be like, well, why you didn't fact check this? Why you didn't ask somebody? People can send you anything. You just can't go with what subscribers send you. The subscriber that's sending it to you might not even really like you, and just sending you false information just because. But she said they talked about it and he's fine with it. Great. Our next content creator is S. Hutchinson, which I also believe that she's doxing because she doesn't have any content. S. Hutchinson, she admits to having a mental disorder. I don't know if it's bipolar, schizophrenia, or what have you. But that's another person you can tell that really doesn't have a lot to do. She says that she doesn't work. So I guess she just sits in the house all day with her glasses on, her shades on, and just thinks about, oh, who can I call on Jay Wilson? Or how can I get on Ask April's nerves today? So, like I said, at this point, I think the content is lacking. Some of these people want to be VS so bad. They want to be the big bad wolf on these streets, because that's what VS has, she's kind of taken that role of being the big bad wolf on these streets. And I believe S. Hutchinson wants to take her place. Because S. Hutchinson thinks that she's the baddest thing on these streets. And, oh, you're not going to mess with me. Girl, go sit your gonzo looking ass down. Like, that makes me sick. If you don't have nothing else to talk about anything. Talk about your mental disability. Talk about the edibles. Talk about something other than sitting up doxing, calling Strayer and calling that man's. Like, girl, you are really bored. You are really bored. And the thing about it is, Jay Wilson ain't even studying your dumb ass. He not studying you. Like, that irritates me when you just pick and pick and pick. Okay, I don't know if he said that he was speaking somewhere, but why would you call Strayer? Strayer is an online school. I mean, I'm pretty sure they have a campus or what have you, but why? Why? Like, you are that bored. And Treecy, you too. Y'all are that bored to where y'all want to sit around and call people. Anybody that does it, anybody that sits around and calls businesses and does all of that, you are a bored soul. There is so much more to life than doing that. All right, you guys. That's enough on S. Hutchinson. Like I said, she's a fucking idiot. The next content creator I want to talk about is Fyebabe. It seemed like it was a lot of big popping going on this week with Fyebabe. Pop, 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 sugar pop, sugar pop. Pop, 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 sugar pop. Now slide with you, slide. Like, the Millionaire came out and, she got a new background and it was crazy. From what I know about it, she met a guy that was falsely accused of a crime and was imprisoned, and then he got out and sued the city and got this lump sum of money, and he gave her $50,000 to start a business or what have you. If from what I get from Fyebabe, and this is just watching some of her videos, she's a hustler, and if she can get over, she will get over. Point blank and period. If you're gonna let her beat you over the head, she's going to beat you over the head. Now, I don't know about her daughter and whether, the daddy was married and all. That ain't none of my business because the baby's here now. It ain't no taking that back. I don't care if her daddy was married, had a girlfriend, had a boyfriend. It don't matter. The baby here now. So why is that a conversational piece? Like, why? She's here. She's here now, whether she was conceived the way she was conceived or not. She's here now. So that's, y'all kind of know how I feel about the kids and bringing kids in that situation into YouTube. That it's not called for. Like I said, a lot of this, when people start doing this and doing a lot of doxing, it just looks to me like, okay, you don't have any content. You don't really have anything to talk about. But, yeah, a lot of Fyebabe's information was put out this week. I don't, the source it came from, you can't really trust. Hell, you can't trust Fyebabe because she'll sit up there and lie and deflect too. It's a lot of deflection that goes on the YouTube street. So, they, of course, Treecy broke the story, or I don't know if Treecy broke it or VS broke. I don't know who broke it, but she was with a millionaire and he gave her, and he had a girl, fiance, and it was just a big mess. So that's Fyebabe. Fyebabe, keep your legs closed to married men, girl. Find your own man, girl. That's the easiest way to do it. Find your own man. And Fyebabe also got some information on Treecy's ex-husband. Now, the question is this really Treecy's ex-husband? Treecy tried to come back with some, I think she had her marriage certificate or something. I didn't watch that. Treecy gets on my nerves, most of the time. So I don't really, I can't really fully watch her whole video. But, I think they said that she had some, her marriage certificate and all of that good stuff. But like I said, you have to consider the source. Treecy and Fyebabe lie. They both lie. So you just have to consider the source. Yes, this is public information, but are you getting the right public information? That's the key. Okay, let's move on to Duchess Kelly Love. I I want to start off by saying that I absolutely love Duchess Kelly Love. He's my type of gay. Since that's a term that's being used around these streets, he's my type of gay. I love his videos. I love the fun he has. I know they call him a flip-flopper or what have you, or TSCC. That's neither here or there. I don't know. But Duchess Kelly Love got Jay Wilson together about this gentleman panel. The story goes, Mr. James Caldwell, Spillet Boy, could not be on the panel, and I think it was somebody else. They had other things going on. So Jay Wilson called Duchess Kelly Love and was like, hey, do you want to be on the panel? And he declined because him and his husband or boyfriend, I don't know if they're married. I don't think they're married. I think his boyfriend were, going out or whatever. But then he added on, tacked on the end, okay, well, he didn't want to do it because James wasn't going to be there. So, of course, old pastor got to put 20 on 10. So, of course, Duchess Kelly Love had to come back and tell what really happened. And all it really boiled down to is that, Duchess, he felt like that he didn't have anything against L. Teddy or Rebel Son. It was just that I don't really relate to these two. If James was on the panel, I more relate to James because, they're in the same age brackets, and the younger generation of the community, they kind of live their lives differently. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he could have related more to James if James was on the panel. So he makes a whole video and goes in on Jay Wilson, talking about him cussing on the phone, and he's a different person off of YouTube, which I completely, I believe that. I believe that. Hold on one second, you guys. I'm drinking some coffee. I believe that wholeheartedly. That he is two different people. He just gives me that vibe. Even from watching him, he gives me, I'm this way for my subscribers, but I'm this way in my real life, which is really phony to me. But anywho, because Duchess Kelly, shit, I'm gonna cuss on YouTube. I'm gonna cuss off of YouTube. I try not. Sometimes I be at church and a hell or a shit will slip out, and I just be like, Lord, just please forgive me, because I that's part of my vernacular. So anywho, but Duchess Kelly Love just kind of explained it and, read Jay Wilson for filth. Of course, Jay Wilson did not come back with it. Now, Jay Wilson knows who to come for and who not to come for. He really does. He really does. He knows who to come for and who not to come for. I said what I was saying. They done stung my ass, so I'm not going to really say nothing else. I'm just going to keep going. He goes in on Treecy because he knows, who doesn't go in on Treecy? But in S. Hutchinson and those, and it does feel like he goes in more on females than he does male, if you really want to be honest. But Duchess Kelly Love just kind of got him together. Our next content creator is 7 stars. Oh my God. The debacle. 7, honey. I love Tasha K. I watch Tasha K. Yes, I do. You got played, girl. You got plizzed by Tasha K. You really did. You might want to rethink that relationship because she's already chose Storm Moreau. Yeah, y'all might still be cool or whatever. But I believe Tasha, the only reason that Tasha gave you what she gave you is because you're in this sector and Armand Wiggins is somewhat in this sector. His name is mentioned in this sector. So she threw you a fake ass bone for this sector. She wouldn't have done that to Storm Monroe. As you see, Storm Monroe got a full interview, her on the phone, all of that. And you got a false story. So 7, get it together, honey. I don't have anything against 7. She just kind of irritates me most of the time. And I don't want to hear about your fuck ass Tinder dates, girl. You can keep that to yourself. Our next content creator is Ask April. Ask April is coming up. She has come up with a petition to get Treecy put off of YouTube, and I think she said that she was going to add S. Hutchinson to that as well. I feel like they do need to be shut down. Most definitely. The doxing, it's just getting old at this point. It's not cute. It's not funny. It's not fun. If you can't come up with any original content, then just do some show reviews. If you want to be on YouTube, do some show reviews or something. Like all of this doxing and going and you're going into people's backgrounds and you're releasing their mama's names and their cousins' names and their aunts' names and all of that. That is, even though it's public record, they don't have anything to do with the feud you have with this other person. So you're putting other people's information out there that has nothing to do with that. All the calling. If I was Jay Wilson, I would call the university and I would call Strayer and put her name on a list and be like, if she is harassing me, because it really is harassing. When you get the calling and calling around, that's you're stalking. It's like a stalker mentality that they have. And I agree with X April. Like, it is enough. We know that X April has done some things in her past. Were they the smartest things? No, they were not the smartest things. But to keep bringing it up and bringing it up and bring this, it's just redundant and old at this point. You told us a month ago that she got caught driving drunk. You told us a month ago. We saw the police report. Like, you're just going to keep rehashing the same material. Like, we're tired of it. Well, I ain't gonna say we're, because some subscribers are not, but I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing the same fucking shit. If you don't like the girl, roast the girl. And that's another. These people can't roast. They can't roast and gag. They can't read. So they want to dox. And that's Treecy's problem now. Treecy will get mad and she'll start cussing. It's so funny. Like, I could not be in an argument with Treecy because I would laugh at her because of how she speaks when she's supposedly gagging and reading. Bitch, you ain't reading no damn body. You really not reading nobody. It's quite hilarious though. But back to the petition, like, anybody within the sound of my voice, you might like Treecy, you might like Shelly, and if you do, I know you probably won't sign a petition, but those that don't, sign a petition, because it's time. I mean, honestly, VS needs to be added to that petition as well, if you really want to be honest. So, it's just time. It's getting old. It's getting real old. The doxing is getting real old, and it's getting real boring at this point in time. Let's see. Heidi, she's not even worth mentioning, because Heidi, she just gets up there and talks and makes up shit as she goes, because I've watched a couple of her videos, and I'm like, well, that's not what happened. That's not what was said. I think Heidi is one of them type of people that she hears what she wants to hear, and then she puts her 2 cents on it. I want to speak a little bit on the William McRae situation. Now that's one person I'm glad is getting popped. That's one person. I have watched William McRae. I ain't gonna say watch. I've known about William McRae probably for about 2 or 3 years. And I think I knew him because of Andrew Caldwell. That's when I first knew who Granny was, because of Andrew, Mr. Delivered Caldwell. And from what is being said, that he has been served with papers, and he's going to be going to court and possibly jailed for extortion. William McCray, he's a slime ball. He really is. He really is. He wants to put up that front like, I'm godly, I'm Christian, I'm this, and then behind closed doors, he's one of them closeted gays that gets some, fucks around with the boys, but then comes on camera and wants to downgrade women for having children out of wedlock, and he's a punk, and talk about gay people when you're gay. You wear a full lace front wig, sir, and makeup, sir, and bracelets and nails, sir. Like, what, you ain't no woman gonna want you. I'm sorry. I remember one time in a video, this was years ago, he said that he wanted to be a stay-at-home father. He wanted the woman to go out at work so he could stay at home. Now, what kind of shit is that? I don't know what woman is going to go for that. I know I wouldn't. A man that don't work don't eat. And that's the Bible. So, yeah, I'm glad that they got Granny. It's time to, kind of get him off the streets, basically. The same with Andrew Caldwell. It's time that Andrew needs a one-on-one, somebody that's with him every day, all day, to monitor him, because you can look at Andrew and tell that he's delayed, that he has a delay. He has a mental delay. It was something going on when he was born, and everything is not clicking together. Even he probably had to take speech therapy and all of that. So, Andrew, he needs to sit down too. It's, the internet has given a lot of people platforms that don't need platforms. They really just don't need platforms to be put out in the public. But you guys, that's about all I have. I want to speak a little bit on the Tank situation. Tank saying that, well, if you get fellatio from a man twice, that doesn't make you gay. I disagree with that, and that's my opinion. As a straight woman, the men that I know would never allow another man to suck their penis. They're not just not going to do it. And most of the women that I know, if you've allowed him to suck it twice, you liking it somewhere, and then it can go on to the next step. And like I said, a lot of the women that I know, after that, maybe not gay, but definitely bisexual. I mean, pick your ladder. If that's what you like, pick your ladder. Ain't no need in being in the closet about it. Be open. That's what kills me about the down low and all of that. It's like, us as single heterosexual women, the men are putting us in a situation of looking stupid, because you're out here fucking and sucking men, and you coming home to me. You didn't even give me a choice, because some women don't care. Some women do not care if their significant other is bi, if he likes men. Some women just don't care, and then there's some women that do care. And it seems like the women that do care, they're shafted at the end, because it's kind of like, well, damn, if you had told me that, I wouldn't have fucked with you in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all about communication. And like I said, it's a lot. If you are allowing another man to suck your dick, to me, you're either gay or bisexual. Either you're a B or you're a G. Choose it. Well, that's all I have today, you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm going to go into work today. I don't want to go, but I'm going to go in, kick these hours out, and get back to the house. Thank you guys for listening. Have a wonderful weekend. Make it wonderful if you can. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.